Good afternoon, everyone, or evening if you are watching this at night, or maybe it's morning wherever you're at. Whatever time it is, I hope you're having a great day so far. Noel JP here, and what I have for you guys today is something I've never really spent much time on, but is something that I feel is pretty vital to your overall Black Ops 3 success going forward in your gameplays, and any successes with Call of Duty for the future. Before we get started, smash that subscribe button if you are new. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell whoever you want if you like the video. So with that, let's get this commentary started. In the background, I'm playing on everybody's favorite map, Combine, the map you play probably 10 times more per day than any other map. But I am playing my favorite game type, Domination, so it's okay. I'll give you a little hint as the ending of the game. It's a lot of kills and not so many deaths. That's just the way I play, and hopefully it'll stay that way for going forward. So definitely keep watching all the way to the end. I think you'll really enjoy the gameplay. So with that, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was rhythm gaming. And if you're asking yourself, WTF, what does he mean by rhythm gaming? Let me go ahead and answer that for you here right now. Getting into a rhythm with something you are working on, a game you're playing, the way you do your job, or whatever else you're doing is so critical. It takes the stresses away because you get into that flow that you are comfortable with, you know what to expect and when to expect something to happen, and you can keep on trucking with whatever the next step might be. This could not be more true in Call of Duty. You've probably had those numerous occasions where you cannot get anything going. You die nonstop, no matter what route you take, no matter what pace you're on, no matter what portion of the map you make it to, it just feels clunky and out of sync. For me, I'm a very fast-paced player. I'm sure you've seen in many of my other videos that I'm an SMG player first and foremost. I like to be in the action. I do not like to sit back for extended periods of time, and I like to help my team win. This is exactly why I play on mostly fast-paced game modes in Black Ops 3 like Domination, Fracture, Hardpoint, and sometimes Kill Confirmed, which can be fast-paced depending upon the map. So for the past 8 months on this game, I've been running setups that have had attachments on my VMP or Kuda or whatever other SMG I might be playing that push the stats up. And I became so dependent on those attachments that I started to get stale in my methods and started losing a lot of my gunfights. I lost the ability to challenge a key location on the map, and ultimately I just wasn't having fun anymore with everything. The reason I tell you all this is because it made me take a step back and rethink why am I having so much trouble, and realize that my overall gameplay was really slowing down from where it used to be. So I went back to my class setups and erased everything and started fresh. Blank slate, as if I was just getting started with it, just to kind of take an overall look and see where I could go from here. This time I stuck with my usual stock and grip for my SMGs, which are great for movement and also reducing some recoil, but I went with a new attachment that I never really used up to this point in the game, which was fast mags. And let me tell you guys, it was like night and day. In the gameplay you're watching, you'll see my movements are more crisp, the evasive actions are more on point, and I'm challenging a lot more because I'm not worried about running out of ammo and having to quote-unquote hide out for a few moments to let the animation run to reload my gun, which could also put me at a risk of being killed. And this is what I realized was getting me out of my rhythm. Instead of staying in the game and keeping my eye on the map, I was spending time searching for safe places to reload. Now, granted that reloads are not massive time-consuming actions, however, the faster that you're reloaded, the quicker you get back into the action. I would also think a huge advantage to fast mags is that the reload time is so quick that you can essentially get a few shots on the enemy, do a quick dip out behind a cover or slide movement to the side or around someone, and reload while you're on the move, and it's like you never really ran out of ammo. It's just that fast. I'm absolutely convinced that this is one attachment that is severely underrated and is not really talked about by that many people. Now, in my opinion, the reason it's not talked about so much and why I don't think a lot of the public players like me were using it as often is everyone stacks their weapon so much with FMJs or high caliber or rapid fire, just trying to gain an advantage. I personally think those three attachments are essentially a waste. They really can help you kill a little bit faster, but if your shot is garbage and you're just spraying bullets all over the place, then what's the point in really having it? Because you're probably not going to have a high percentage of gunfights won to your advantage. I'm a huge advocate of reduced camping, getting into the action, and having more fun. Trust me guys, your KD will improve when you start being more aggressive. Whether you're trying to impress your friends with a high KD by trying to avoid being killed, by not being in the action so much, it's not really going to be that fun. After all, this game was built to be fun, kind of a way to escape from work or whatever else is stressing you out at the current time or anything else you might have going on. And it's a great tool to be competitive with, but at the end of each game, if you look at what you accomplished in the game and you have 10 or 15 kills and maybe high 20s, 30 deaths, did you really accomplish that much? Maybe a little bit of something here and there, but not a ton as an overall. So as a takeaway from this, take a few minutes and review your classes. Take a look at one attachment and ask yourself, does this really make sense for the way I play? And then ask yourself, what attachment will help me improve? Now I know not everyone will play like I do, and not everyone can be bold and aggressive all the time like I tend to be, but the more confidence in your game you put out on a game-to-game basis, the more effective you're going to be. Changing over to fast mags was a simple swap for me, where I was using extended mags before, and I was becoming more dependent on more ammo in the clip in case my shot was not on point. But what I realized is that taking away extended mags, I forced myself to have to be better with my gun skill and have a more accurate shot, and allowed myself to focus more on what was going on around me other than just the engagement I was facing. Remember that in Call of Duty, it's not just what you're involved with now, it's thinking 2 to 3 steps ahead on how you're going to make your next move. I truly feel my game has improved with this simple and effective little change to move over to fast megs. My timing feels better, the pressure I'm putting on the opposing team is more consistent, and you guessed it, my overall rhythm is far better. So with that guys, I hope you enjoyed this brief commentary and it has given you a little bit of background into my thought process and why I made the change that I did. I also hope this will let each of you who are watching this and have made it this far in the commentary to go back and take another look at how you play and maybe consider changing one attachment that could really help improve your gameplays and the way that you play, on a game-to-game basis. Trust me everyone, change is good. It's something I do in my daily work life. Change always happens, and usually things are changed for the better. So you also learn a lot from your changes. So test some things out, see what works, maybe make a swap here and there, but find something that really caters to your play style. So with that, I thank you all for spending a few moments with me during this gameplay and commentary. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything I do. I'll try to be as active as I possibly can with these videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background, and it should be wrapping up pretty soon. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and I will catch you on my next video.
Optimal fire solution achieved.
That 54I could
Losing C. Securing A. Alpha secure. Friendly HCXD deployed. Losing Bravo.
Threat null.
Domination is our best deterrent. Excellent work.
All victory conditions met. Sight spinning up. Optimal fire solution achieved.